Hello everybody, welcome to my new video. In this video I'm going to talk to you about my homeless experience with wild camping. Before we start, I wanted to do this from the beginning of the year. Even the end of last year I was sort of thinking I want to try 4 nights camping, or a bit more maybe, and basically I had the opportunity. I left the first place I left in Portsmouth on the 10th of April, and then I spent 4 nights doing wild camping, nowhere to live. I had all my belongings in storage, and then on the 14th I moved into the place where I'm living now. So, as you're all aware, there are loads and loads of homeless people around. I do not want to be insulting to them. It will come off quite patronising if I don't mention this first. They have it a lot worse than I do. This would be like luxury to them. A lot of homeless people don't even have a bike, they don't even have adequate clothing, they don't even have food, or no money coming in. So I want to show respect for these people who are really having it rough. But I do want to talk to you about this experience because it's still not the ideal lifestyle, but it's good for an adventure. So let's start with the places then. The first place I went camping is where I am now. We're in Farlington Marshes, so that's in Portsmouth. It's just off Portsea Island, so it's to the north of Portsea Island and slightly east, and basically we're near a very busy road. You can probably hear it. I did this for my first night in the tent. I got only about 1 hour's sleep in total. I had only a sleeping bag, and this traffic was only marginally better than it is now, and it was still enough basically to keep anyone awake. So that was my first night. So after my first night, my story is, I got up about 6 o'clock. I wanted to get up before anyone was wandering about. Obviously I don't want to get caught. Obviously you're not allowed to mask up. I got up at 6. The first thing I saw, first thing I heard was all the birds singing. It's not first to make adventure. I got my bike, I went through that way, basically next to a field. I think I saw Venus. I think it's Venus, or it's Jupiter, I'm not sure, but it was just nice to see stars shining in the sky that time of morning. And I was really tired, but I made it down. So basically I spent the day, what did I do? Yeah, first went to my storage, obviously to move my unpack all the stuff I didn't need, so all the camping stuff. I basically had planned my showers around a free trial. So if you're new to the area, then you get a free trial, you can get 7 days, you can get 7 days or 5 days, I can't remember, either in the pyramids or Eastern Swimming Pool. I went to the pyramids for my first shower. I didn't go swimming, I was really wrecked, but I needed to clean. And basically I just went about my day just like any normal person would. I wore normal clothes. No one thought I had nowhere to live. So that is my first place. Now we're going to move on to the second place. Right, for my second night. I spent my second night again in one of these enclosed spaces. I got to talk up because the wind is blowing. But we are, let me just see what I wrote down. It's in Great South Sea Recreation Ground. If you're from Portsmouth, you probably know where this is. Now this was probably the most interesting of the 4 nights. I'll tell you why. I got here about between 10 and 11 at night. Yeah, same time as usual. And I put my tent over there. I had the door facing in that direction. I always find I sleep better if my head is in the eastern direction or the southern direction. West is a bad position for me to sleep in, but I digress. The reason why this night was so interesting was because I was woken up after about an hour's sleep. I got about 5 hours sleep in total, but I got woken up by a load of drunks. Okay, these were not just any old drunks. These were at first I actually thought they were a group of school kids or something. They were chanting almost like in Harry Potter. It's really strange. I wish I got a recording of it. Unfortunately, I didn't think, and I didn't have my camera with me. But yeah, they were chanting, and they're doing it for ages. And there's lots of effing and blinding in it as well. It's like I didn't quite understand. They're obviously drunk, but I was worried that they were going to attract unwanted attention. Now, when you do wild camping, the last thing you want is someone to discover where you are, to wake you up, and perhaps move you on. You don't want that when you're wild camping. You want to be left alone. But yeah, I was worried they were going to attract unwanted attention. They were drunk. They could have gone in any direction. They could have wandered up this little bit off the main path. Many people probably don't come up this way. No one did. But yeah, I just couldn't get to sleep because I was just thinking that they were going to come. Someone's going to come and wake me up and tell me to leave in the middle of the night. Like, I've not done that much wild camping, so it was an experience. But this was also the first night where I did have my duvet. I did take my duvet with me this time. The thick one, yep, thick winter one. And I did get a good night's sleep. I got 5 hours, like I said. If it wasn't for the chanting, I probably would have got a full night. So, in a nutshell, that was my second night. Right, this is my third place. We are in South Sea Golf Club, okay? You can probably see it's a little bit cramped. Unfortunately, it's a little bit dark in here. Unfortunately, I can't change the brightness settings. Sorry, not brightness, you know what I mean. You know, the exposure settings on my camera when it's in video mode, so I apologise if you can't see me very well. Down, you can probably see there's loads of trees down there. Yes, that is where my tent was. I'm not joking. I had to find somewhere stealthy and somewhere not too difficult to get out either. Yeah, so I couldn't put my tent down fully, so I just had to improvise a bit. I'm going to prove where I am. Let me just get the camera out. Where are we? Just get out of here. Get out into the open. Oh god, there we are. So yeah, this is the golf club, South Sea Golf Club. You can probably see that light up there. Yeah, a bit over there as well. You can see a light over there. That looks like, I don't know what that is. No, but what was I going to say? Yes. What was I going to say? Yes, this was. Hang on. Yeah, let's go back in here and I'll explain. This was my first good night's sleep. In here, this is my first proper night's sleep. I got the full 7 hours. I got here about 11 o'clock, 10 to 11 maybe, and I woke up. I felt so good. Let me get in the camera again. Yeah, I felt really good. It was probably where you heard the birds most. You know, it just felt, I don't know, something changed. My third night camping, and I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's almost like living it. Yeah, living it. There's not much more to say about this place. And also, yes, I got up at 6 o'clock again. I was expecting no one to be out on the golf course. There are loads of people walking their dogs. I just couldn't believe it. It was like, really? I just wanted to get out quick before anyone noticed. So, this was the third place. Alright, I'm back. It's been a long evening. It's getting late now. Yeah, I just want to wrap it up to you. I didn't say what I did on the fourth night, but I'm just going to give it to you. I stayed in the same place as I did on the second night. That was at Great South Sea Recreation Ground. Yeah, I'll eventually learn it how to say it. So yeah, it's been a bit of a lesson, an experience to see what it really is like not having a base. The pros, there are some pros. I did it was freeing. It was nice to wake up to the birds. It's nice to be down the seafront before 7 o'clock in the morning when the sun's just got up. Did I say? Oh yeah, and it's cheaper to live, so it feels more freeing as well because I'm not paying rent for that bit. I did pay for storage, but that's nothing compared to rent. It means I felt a bit more able to spend my money in coffee shops. I didn't feel so bad about it. I was in a couple of a couple of days I spent some time with my laptop in Woods Coffee. So not Woods Coffee, Coffee Cup, or in Portsmouth, Coffee Cup. But yeah, there are some cons as well. You don't have a base, that's the obvious one. So you have to find somewhere every night. It's tiring having to keep cycling up and down every night, trying to find somewhere, hoping that you don't get caught. Also, what else am I saying? Oh god, I was going to say something else now and I forgot. How annoying. Yes, that's it. It's hard to keep clean, obviously. People, if you keep taking showers in gyms, people start noticing, and in all honesty, it does work out expensive in the long run, so it's not as nice. You could do the old bucket in water, do it out in the wild somewhere, but be honest with you, I don't want to live like that. And be honest, I like living in a normal house, and and that's the other thing, when you have no base, you start feeling like you're different to everyone else. I just want to be a normal person, living a normal life, and just doing what he has to do. And what else was I going to say? I think that is it. Yep. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to wish you a good night. And yeah, please subscribe, please comment, please like, whatever. And yeah, see you soon. And good night.